Hello, welcome to Flooring Models Kit View time. Today we've got Dora Wings' latest release. This is the 172nd Volti Vengeance Mk.II. And to be honest with you, I know nothing about this aircraft at all. It's one of those ones that's completely passed me by. I didn't realise it was obviously used by the US, as you might imagine, because it was built by Volti, but also it was by the Royal Australian Air Force and obviously by the RAF as well, and it served right the way through sort of World War II as well. So yeah, very, very nice. Anyway, we've got nice shiny box art. There we go, look at that. Very poshly done. Very, very nice indeed. All right, so running around on the box, some of the other bits and pieces that they've done on there like that. So we've got the famous Lysander, which we looked at. Okay, kit number for this one is DW72039. And a little bit about it down there. So it's basically about 17 centimeters long, got a wingspan of 20. It's 175 parts, all right? And there's a couple of bits of photo etch in there as well. So in the box, we are greeted by like one nice bag. At the moment. And we've got, I must admit, the sprues, we got one little part off the sprue there. So we'll just keep an eye out for that one. I'll keep that one safe. All right. Must admit, the plastic reminds me of sort of, very much 70s Matchbox kits and things like that. But I think that's just the plastic. But anyway, as you can see, down in here, we got sprues for the wings. We've got another sprues. They're actually quite softly done. These ones, nice engine detail, all the rest of it. We've got clear parts tucked away in there. Really nice detail on the inside. We'll look at that in a moment. And for the other side. And we've got the little booklet. I hope we've got the photo etch and the decals inside that as well. All right, so there we go. Really nice. Okay, so starting off with the instructions. You can see we've also got a mast set. That's nice as well. I do like a mast set. So we've got a mast set down in there. So working our way through, as you can see, usual bits and pieces down in here. You can swap out the instrument panel with the decals going on there as well. Then we've got the actual cockpit area up there as well. So all the various subsections and bays going down in there as well. We've got the seats all being fitted into it. And then obviously you've got the pilot's areas and everything. So again, it looks like a really nice detailed cockpit. As we just saw a glimpse of the inside wall. Looks very nice down in here with all the details. So we've got various parts down in here making up, which obviously is photo etch, stuff like that. All the details for the inside of the cockpit, really nice and detailed. Then down the back here, we've got the wireless suite being fitted together. We've got the bomb, obviously down there for the bomb bay. And then obviously all the various parts making up the bits and pieces down inside. All right, so literally all the different details down here. We've got the defensive gun system being fitted, so you've got a lot going on in that center section. Lots of bits and pieces, highly detailed in such a small 72nd scale kit. So that's very nice indeed, built up with multiple parts as well. So again, main fuselage going down in there. We've got the engine all going together. We've got the flaps, ailerons, and the various parts being fitted down in there in the back. And then again, we've got all the different subsections for the tailplanes fitted, engine being fitted onto there. We've got the exhausts going on as well. Really nice down into the wings. So we're making up the actual wheel wells for it as well, which is quite nice with those being fitted down in there like that. And again, all separate control surfaces as well. So again, we've got the flaps and you've got your ailerons being fitted down into there. Then obviously you've got your bombs with the actual swing arms on there as well, being fitted down underneath, being a dive bomber. Very nice indeed. Wings being fitted down onto this one. Doesn't look like we've got any wing formers, so those going on will be interesting to see. Then obviously we've got the cowlings going around for making up the engine covers and all the rest of it. Then obviously down in here, I assume these are photo etch with the dive brakes being fitted down into this one. And you can have canopies open or closed. And then we've got all the control surfaces down at the back as well for the tailplanes and the rudder being fitted down in there for your elevators. All right, moving on to the gear. So the gear's all being fitted together. Again, lots of nice detailed parts of photo etch all the way through on here. Again, photo etch parts making up around in the doors and things like that. And then again, photo etch as well for dive brakes being fitted to the bottom. A bomb bay, obviously you could do it open or closed, depending which version you want to do. And then obviously you've got the tail wheel cover on tail wheel being fitted on there as well. Markings for this particular one. So again, we've got Mustafa down in there as well. Very, very nice with the sort of Australian markings down in here, right the way through. And then again, we've got various other ones down in here, as you can see. So again, very, very nice as well. So there's one from the Australian Museum. Good job Colour callouts, usual things. So we've got Mr. Hobby, Tamiya, Ammo, Hitaka, and Life Colour as well down in there, just like that. So that's very nice. So in a little zippy bag just down in here, we are greeted by the Decals. So if we start with the Decals, again, really nice, very, very thin. Don't know who does the Decals. Yes, I do. Printed by somebody or other. Very, very nice indeed. And then obviously you've got a good chunk of photo etch, loads of photo etch. Look at that. That's a ton of photo etch on there. Very, very nice indeed. And we've got a vinyl mask set. So again, that's going to help out no end with this particular kit, because obviously you have got down in there a hell of a lot of stuff going on there with all that glass work and all the rest of it. So again, just that one in there. Pop those, keep them safe. So whilst we've got the close cam, we'll just have a look at the clear parts. So on the close up, oh, there we go. So again, all the work for the canopy, open and close canopy, things like that, looking very, very nice indeed. That's good. Okay, so squeeze for the old zip bag, but it will go. Yeah, force it. There we go. Okay, so sprues themselves, as you can see, they're very nicely done. So usual thing, got beautiful recessed details right the way across this one and raised where appropriate. We've got your wheels, got your floor, you can see some nice details in that. As I say, nice details and recessing. The only thing that does worry me is this wing joint. That is a very, very limited little socket in there for it to drop into and obviously get your alignment and things like that. But it's actually got some nice subtle raised details as well. We've got this one back here. And again, on the inside, we spoke about earlier, you've got some really nice framing work detail down in here. What's really nice is, though, and you might not notice this, but there is no ejector pins on this. So I'm sort of wondering, how does that get in and out of the mold? And what I mean by that is there isn't even any on the sprues. Because normally you get, you know, your sort of ejector parts for this. But unless I'm missing the beat here, somehow this goes in and out of the mold without being stamped out. So we've got no ejector pins anywhere down in here, but we haven't even got them on the sprue either. So that is really quite interesting to see it like that. Pretty much same on the other side again, but down in here we've got things like the firewall for the actual cowling. We've got your instrument panel down in here, so it's pretty teeny tiny at this scale. But again, this has got a ton of detail in such a small little kit. But again, because this doesn't have any eject pins on the inside, you've got no details being lost or anything else like that in the inside, and the molds are beautifully polished as well. It's not like a shortcut or something else like that. So down in here we've got that engine detail, which looks very, very nice as well. We've got the bombs, we've got some of the engine parts, we've got the spinner and the props down in here. Actually, all looking really nice. And again, I say I'd love to know how this gets in and out of the sprue. I can only assume it's small, so it actually gets punched out through this bit they've clipped off as well. But again, very nice indeed. Let's go through the tail planes. As you can see them down in here, again, beautifully recessed. Really very, very nice. We've got no sink marks on here. We have got the odd little tiny bit of flash, but I'm being picky now. Because again, there really isn't much on here either. So again, very, very nice indeed. Some of the smaller stuff down in here. So there's some of the engine details. Looks like we have got the odd brake. So say, unfortunately, we've lost one of the swing arms. A bit of the swing arm has come off, and I didn't see anything else in the bag. But to be honest with you, as it's in this position, I would glue a replacement in here, make up a little bit, glue it, then clip it off afterwards. All right, you're good. But they are tiny, like the flight stick down in here is absolutely like a hair. And again, various parts down in here, the guns. Beautifully, beautifully detailed. Not a shake and bake kit. It's going to take a little bit of time to get all this one going. But just obviously, you know, we've got some of the wiring hubs down in here and things like that. Tons of detail. Okay, surface details on the wings. Very, very nice. So again, it's got a slight recess down in here because obviously you've got the photo etch one would lay flat, or if you've got it stood up. all right, down in there as well. But the details, absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nicely done. And again, beautiful on the inside because it's all smooth, but the details on the actual wheel wells, very, very nice indeed. And then again, we've got the same with the underside of the wings, pretty much off the top. Got those wheel wells. We've got those control surfaces down in here as well. How teeny tiny are they? And again, a beautifully done area at the top. So yeah, there you have it. I tell you what, it's funny because we often talk about Dora wings and we think about like their Lysander they did, and you know, fantastic for its scale and everything else. This one I think takes it to a whole new level because the level of detail down in this is what you'd expect to find on a good quality 48 scale, or definitely sort of in 32nd scale and things like that. You don't expect to find that level of detail all the way through into a 72nd scale kit. Plus the fact you've got all of that photo etch in here, tons of photo etch as well. So that's going to add another level of detail down into it. And you've got a mask set. Honestly, seems to be the thing now that smaller scale kits, the 72nd scale stuff are definitely, and the 48 scale now are coming along with everything you need straight out of the box. You've got some really nice marking options down in here as well. So again, I can only think that what else would you need? You know, this, you've got everything in one box, in one little bit of the kit. So if you are after a Vengeance Mk.II, this has got to be the kit to go for because you've got everything in one little box like that. Anyway, that is the Dora Wings, brand new 172nd Vengeance Mk.II.